So the ROLI Airwave was announced just a little bit ago, and luckily the European leg of this tour perfectly coincided with the announce. So today I'm in London checking it out, and hopefully playing it at the show tonight at the O2 Arena, if all goes well. The thing is, I have literally a matter of hours to get to know this keyboard and plan out how I'm going to use it during the show. This is a very trial-by-fire method of getting to know new gear, but sometimes on tour, you have the time that you have, which is not a lot, so let's get to work. Now, ROLI's big breakthrough with the C-board was the ability to control the sound with 5 dimensions of touch. It was fundamentally different from every other keyboard approach. And it's like, where do you go from there? What's next? Well, ROLI did a total 180, and now in addition to those 5 dimensions of touch, we now have 6 more dimensions of not touch, or what they're calling 6 dimensions of air. Raise, tilt, glide, slide, flex, and grasp. So the Airwave tracks your hands in the air and responds to all those different kinds of motion. The clock is ticking until sound check, so I've got to start exploring the sounds and figure out how I want to use this during the show. So my first impression is that the Airwave is the missing piece to the C-board that I never knew it needed. Keyboard can be a kind of inherently unexpressive instrument. Between the striking of a key and the resulting sound, a lot has to happen, whether that be the hammer mechanism on the piano or the circuitry of a synth. And I think that keyboard players have to work harder to get the emotions of their playing to bridge that gap. My first impression of the C-board was that it was one solution to this gap. The 5 dimensions of touch concept brought sound design into the body, and unlocked a whole new dimension of expression for the keyboard. And now my first impression of the Airwave is that it's the fully realized version of that concept. With the ability to manipulate the sound in even more ways simply by gesturing in the air, embodied sound design has now fully arrived. Alright, so I think I got my sounds together just in time for the show. If I'm being totally honest, this approach to trying out gear is a little nerve-wracking because something could go wrong for some reason that I totally don't understand and have no control over because I've only had a few hours with the board. So let's hope that doesn't happen, and I'll see you on the other side.
Hey, after winter, must come a spring. Yeah. Change comes eventually. Yeah. After winter, must come a spring. Change comes eventually.
Light it up.
Light it
Light it
up.
up. Light it up.
Light it up.
Light it up. Like a Christmas
Light
tree.
it up.
Light
Light
it
it
up.
up.
If you smoke
Light
trees.
it up.
Light it up.
Light it up.
Like a
Light
Christmas
it
tree.
up. Light it up.
If you
Light
smoke
it up.
trees.
Yo. Lockdown. Lockdown. The joy of my world is in Zion. Is in Zion. Oh, now. Yeah.
London! Are you ready for the miseducation?
I got a question for y'all.
Yes.
When it hurts so bad, it hurts so bad, so good, so good. It hurts so bad, it hurts so bad.
Alright, well that was certainly a trial by fire. Thankfully nothing went wrong. My only regret is that I only have one day to be with this. I have to get back on the bus, give this back to ROLI, and be off to the next city, unfortunately. But it'll be released to the world in just a few months, and I'll probably be picking one up myself.